Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons to the GoPro Studio editing software. So I've been using this software for a couple of years now, and I just wanted to share what's good and what's bad about this software so you can make a decision if you guys want to use it or not. Alright, so let's get on the screen here. I've got a Word document, and we're going to start off with the cons, and we're going to end off strong with the pros. Alright, so first thing that I have an issue with is you can't, quote, see the audio, there we go. You can't see the audio, and what I mean by that is when you insert an audio clip into the GoPro editing software, it's just like a bar. You can't see the levels of the audio and where the crazy parts are happening in the song or where there's pauses or anything like that. You just have to listen for them, which makes editing a lot harder. I, over time, have gotten used to this with the GoPro editing software, but if you're not used to it, it can be very difficult because you're going to have to listen for pauses and replay and play over again. Whereas if you were able to just see it, you can see the level of the audio, the spike going up, and maybe that's a crazy part in the song, and you can just start, a clip from there or whatever. So that's one of my main things that is a negative for me with the GoPro editing software is you can't see the audio. And hopefully they fix this in the future because I think it's really crucial for that to happen in an editing software. All right, so number 2 is when you alter the speed of a clip, you lose the audio. So what that means is when you make a clip either faster or slower, if you just change it from the 100% where it is at normally, if you change it, you'll lose the audio. And I think it would be cool that if we had the choice to remove the audio or not when you fast forward a clip. So if you fast forward a clip, our voices would sound like a chipmunk, and if we slowed it down, our voices would sound like, a slow, like, things like that. I would love to have the option of either keeping that in, but we don't with the GoPro editing software at this time, is when you speed or slow down a clip, you lose the audio completely, so it becomes silent. So if you are speeding up or slowing down a clip, you're probably gonna want to add some music or something because it's gonna be silent. There's gonna be no audio anymore. So that is the second thing that isn't the greatest about the GoPro Studio software. Alright, so for the third thing is you are limited with the number of text fields that you can have at one time. So if you wanted a whole bunch of words, text, to pop up on the screen at the same time, you can't do that in the GoPro editing software. You can only do 2 at a time. You can have a whole bunch that are going after each other, but you can't have a whole bunch at the same time. So you can't have like 10 things, 10 text fields coming up at the same time, which would be cool. You can do that in other editing softwares, but you can't do that in the GoPro. You can only do 2 at a time. So that is a thing that I'm not too fond of, is you can't have a bunch of text fields going on at the same time. You can have a whole bunch going consecutively. What I mean by is like you have that text field, that one, that one, that one, that one, but you can't have them stacked where you have them going on at the same time. And you'll understand what I mean when you get into the software and you try this out for yourself. So that is the third thing that isn't the greatest about the GoPro Studio software. So those are 3 main things that I've noticed with the software that really stand out to me. So let's head over to the pros. So what is good about this software? All right, so first thing is it's free. So it's free to download, which is really cool because there's a bunch of other softwares out there that, cost money, like Camtasia costs, hundreds of dollars. This software is free to download. You basically just go to GoPro.com and you head over to the products and you go to software and you just enter your email and you can download it from there. So that's one of the cool things is it's free. All right, so the second thing is it's got cool features like slow motion, fast forward, and rewind. So those features I use a lot in my videos, whether I'm slowing down a clip or I'm making it go fast or I'm rewinding it in slow motion or rewinding it really fast. I use those features a lot in my videos. I think it really adds cool effect and it helps me tell a cooler story that way. So those are features that I really enjoy in the GoPro Studio software. Alright, so next is they've got cool templates to choose from. So they've got these cool templates where you can just basically drag and drop your clips into the timeline. So you have the template and then you take your clips and you just insert them in, and they've already got the effects and sort of the cool things added to the video for you. Now, although they have cool templates, there's a limited amount of templates, and be careful when you're uploading these templates to YouTube. If you have, a monetized YouTube channel, the songs I found in a couple of them were copyrighted, so I actually had to take the monetization off of that video. And I thought that they would be copyright free, considering that people would be uploading these onto YouTube. So they have cool templates, but just be careful when you're uploading them onto YouTube. Alright, so the next thing is you can trim your clips before you start editing. And this really saves a lot of time for me. So let's say you were underwater scuba diving, and this was a real thing for me. And when you're scuba diving, you're going to take like a long clip, not a bunch of little mini clips, because you're in the water. And I just wanted to leave it on, have it on the chest mount, and not really have to worry about turning it on and off and, if I'm getting a good clip or not. I just want to leave it on for the entire process and then check out the footage later on. So that clip was probably, 5, 10, 15 minutes long. You don't want to have to go through and have that big chunk of clip and then, cut and then have to do it again and do it again. The cool thing in the GoPro Studio software is you can go through that clip and choose out the little parts that you want to go into your video. So you can take that part from that part and there and there and there. And then when you have them, then it puts it into the second step in the GoPro Studio software. And then you can just take those already clipped clips from the original. It just makes it a lot easier when you can do that. When you can take this long ass clip and take only the parts that you need and then work with that, rather than having to place this large clip down and having to, do it each time and find the parts that you want. So that is a cool feature that I really like, is that you can take from the original clips only the parts that you like and work from your video from there. So overall, with the GoPro Studio software, I do enjoy the software. I use it on a weekly basis. We create these dream-driven episodes with our GoPro and we film them and we release them every Friday. So I love using the software. It would make it a lot easier if those cons, if I could see the audio, if we had audio when the clip was being sped up or slowed down, or if we could have more text fields. But even though there are those negatives, I still would recommend using this software. It's free and it has some advanced tools in it. So if you want to check out the types of cool videos that I've created with the GoPro Studio software, you can check out our dream-driven episodes. My favorite videos are going to pop up here on the screen. Click on any one of them, or you can find the playlist in the description below. Basically, these are my favorite episodes, and you can see the types of things that you can do with the GoPro editing software. It's pretty cool, and you can create some really neat videos. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If we've helped you out in any way, please let us know by giving us a like, a comment, a subscribe. All that would be very much appreciated. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.